Hello and welcome to this brief tutorial on the navigation and use of the Buyer Insights portal powered by the Registria platform and Tableau software. This report is our Speed to Engagement Rate report. This is essentially an analysis of the gap between the product purchase date and the registration date. So this is important for understanding the velocity or the speed with which someone is getting from that point of purchase to registration, because as we all know, in the RFM paradigm, recency, frequency, monetary value paradigm, recency is king. So understanding these names and how fresh they are is very important to your marketing efforts. And so what we've done is given you a very simple visualization. It's a bubble chart, and essentially what it represents, the size of the bubble represents the volume of registration activity for the time period being called out, and that's called out by the color of the bubble as well as the label. As you can see here pretty clearly, we've got 1 day, 2 weeks, 1 day, 2 to 7 days, up to 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, out to 5 weeks plus, and then here we've got 37 plus months, and that's typically that person that is registering a product because they're about to make a claim, and it's been a few years since they've purchased it. So what you're seeing here is a dynamic view like the others you've seen. It's controlled by the slider for the time period being analyzed, and you'll see the bubbles change slightly, but certainly the numbers change as well as you kind of move along here. You can then look at individual brand activity and understand the distribution of speed for each brand that you're concerned with in your data. You can also look at this on a source level. So what we want to do is take a look at the brand itself, the time frame, and then the total registrations for the source. And so we can simply select and look at this on a brand level to understand the activity. And essentially this is going to go from 1 day out to the 37 plus months, and you will see the bars change, and a mouse over will reveal the source we're looking at and the velocity. So you can see here, for instance, between 1 day up to 2 weeks, you've got, if you use your control key and select the photo register, just for instance, you can see that 18.26% of photo register activity or registration activity using photo register is happening within the first 2 weeks of between product purchase date, and that's a self-reported purchase date, and the registration date. So with this simple control, you can go back and forth between the entire overview of the brand and its associated velocity or speed to engagement, and back to the source level analysis. So it's just a real quick and easy way to understand the speed with which people are getting on your file. If you have any further questions, please contact your client success manager, and have a great day.